history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. 53. Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Third and long for Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. The rush.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
53.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hold up. 53 to Mike. 53. Mr. Mike. Here we go.
Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He gets it complete to Harris. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Going deep, and this is caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. In for the score. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run now with Peyton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Line 90. Check 53.
I got it.
Safe.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. And look at this, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here's Bridgewater. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they look very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Alert 3.
Now Harris. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. And touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st
We
and
play
10
to win.
at
Let's
their own
go.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A game there of 30 big ones.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Ross. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Waller, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. No problem there on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson throwing again, eluding the pressure right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Shark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point forthcoming. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And this one complete to Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. A 1st down carried by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Devin McCourty brings him down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. This for his running back, McCoy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LaShawn McCoy, his 1st touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Another run here with Sanders. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
You got it. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Wilson on the keeper, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Another run with Sanders. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message.